Yo, what up YouTube? It's Bryce doing my little classic Machina Gadget deck profile. By that I just mean I don't play Cannon because I don't have them. But yeah, this deck has topped multiple times at our locals. Huynh's actually been playing it, not me, but I built the deck, so anyway, let's go through it. Obviously we have 2 of each gadget, 2 yellow, 2 red, 2 green. I don't know if I said it's Machina Gadgets. I don't even know if I mentioned that, but it is. Then our 4th gadget, Machina Gearframe. We play 3, obviously. I don't know why you'd ever play not 3. And then 3 Fortress. Some people like 2. I don't see why they like 2, because stuff happens to your Fortress, and I think you need 3. And then the reason it's classic, 1 Machina Force. This obviously would be a Machina Cannon if I had them. So I guess give me those. And I'm debating a second, honestly, because it's really good. It's another Monster Reborn for your Fortress. And stuff just has problems with Fortress. That's the only reason Machinas are still relevant, because stuff just has problems with Fortress. And then the non-Machinas of the deck, or non-gadget non-Machinas. We play 2 Thunder King. You could argue it conflicts with the deck, but you could also argue that Thunder King can be splashed into anything successfully, which is also true. So 2 Thunder King. Those could maybe be Cyber Dragons, because I swear, and actually I know that the deck played Cyber Dragons when it was at the tournament, but they're not here. I don't know where they are. It's still 40 cards. They're not in the side. I don't know what happened to the Cyber Dragons, but Cyber Dragon's amazing, so you could maybe make these Thunder Kings Cyber Dragons. It's a 1 card out to Zen mains, which is awesome. 2 Birdman. What this does is recycles any of your searchers, basically. You can research with a gadget, which isn't as good as researching with a gear frame, but you can research with a gear frame basically with this. Plus it's a 3-star tuner, so you can just make level 7s. It's just really good. If you guys don't like Birdman in the deck, you probably have not played Birdman in the deck, because it's too good. We play Gores. Yeah, you play a lot of back row in the deck, but it's not like it's continuous, and you kind of use your back row. That's the point in the back row, is to use it. So Gores is live pretty much anytime you have it. And then we play Reborn, obviously, Heavy Storm, and Dark Hole. You play kind of a lot of back row, but not really. Yeah. Heavy Storm and Dark Hole, just don't play them when you have stuff. End of story. Like, it's how you plus with the card, obviously. Mind Control. The card is too good in the deck. Obviously, you don't care about a gadget once it's on the field. You just make a rank 4 with it. And also you play Birdman, and you can bounce their monster to their hand for your Birdman, and then you get a free Birdman. You can summon whatever you want, or you can just synchro with their monster. Mind Control is too OP, guys. Like, only certain decks can play it, but when they can play it, it's broke. And then Limiter Removal. People don't know that, like, that on the board and that equals game if you have Limiter Removal. People aren't, like, expecting it. You'll summon Gearframe, search out Fortress. They'll, like, bluff 1 card, or even set a real card that would help, and then you'll MST it, and then you have Limiter, and that's game right there. It's just, people don't know, and you catch them by surprise and slap them, basically. Then we run 2 Pot of Duality. You do kind of special summon a lot in this deck, and also it's not too stun, it's more aggro, so only 2 Duality, but it's still good to search out what you need. 2 Fissure, because they're Hobby League and so are my gadgets, and it keeps you from clogging, basically, kind of. The more Hobby League cards you play, the less it each offsets the ratio, basically. These could be Soul Takers if you guys care that hard, but it's never, when I play the deck, it's never really hurt me to have Fissures over Soul Takers or Smashing Grounds, and I guess follow your heart. I think the Hobby League-ness is more important. But yeah, we play 2 MST, obviously hit that back row. Yeah. 1 Dimensional Prison, because it's good against stuff, but I don't know. You could maybe, just space issues mainly is why we only play the 1D Prison. It's a great card. There's nothing I can say other than that. 1 Mirror Force. Just, it gets you pluses against kids that aren't good, basically. is why you even play the Mirror Force. Like, it's not too helpful against people who are good, but that's why you have a side deck, I guess. One Solemn Judgment. I'm not a big fan of this card, but it's a stun-based deck, and you gotta be able to say no. Same thing with Solemn Warning. Obviously, the card lost popularity, but it's great to be able to still say no, have a way to respond to summon, and have a way to get a monster off the board. So in this type of deck, Solemn Warning is still amazing. And then 2 Bottomless, obviously, every deck plays this. 2 Torrential. Some people play like 1 Torrential and stuff, and I don't get it. It's still same reason as Mirror Force. You just get pluses off of bad kids, and it saves you having to really think against them. And then we only play the 1 Hobby League Torrential. I'd have 2 if I could, again, for the ratio, because I play the Hobby League Gadgets. People say they clog. I don't think they clog. Even if you open 2, people will Valor 1 and turn your bad hand into a good hand by minusing themselves. And we play 2 Starlight Road. Don't even play that much back row, but this card is always live because there's 2 Torrentials, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, the occasional Black Rose, Gladiator Beast Gizaris, there's Treacherous Trapple even. It's just always live, and people, after the first one's gone, they don't expect a second, and it just slaps them. Then we'll go on to the side deck, which, this probably isn't necessarily the ideal side deck, but, my cards are spread around to so many decks. Every deck profile I do, guys, and there's going to be several coming up, I'm not moving cards around at all. Those are all complete decks that I've built so that my friends can play, basically. So here's the side deck, which side decks are as important as your main deck, if not more important. But anyway, got the 1 Mole, just bounces shit and provides another Hobby League card if necessary. 1 Effect Veiler, because I'm very limited on Veilers. I only have the 3 to spread around, basically. But, yeah, Veiler is Veiler. 2 Reaper, this is pretty good against Rabbit and Dragons, I guess. They can't do anything to it, so that's why that's in there. 2 Kinetic Soldier, because Sam's may be making a comeback, I don't know, when the structure deck comes out. And also for heroes, just beat over shit. Or even set it. 2 Dyna, this is a sort of stun type deck, so Dyna can be great. Just side out like 1 Fortress or whatever. Put in Dynas. Your opponent can't special summon. It's good, or you can set it and it's another Torrential kind of. Or Mirror Force, whatever way you want to look at it. 2 Crow, side deck staple. Some people don't play it, but it's too good. You just remove their Light Pulsar from grave, remove their Red MD from grave. You know, Inzectors, obviously, remove their Hornet, whatever. Nordic Relic Leviathan. What this card does is, it's decent against Rabbit, basically. Focus, please. Oh god, this looks bad now. Yeah, you select a face-up monster, destroyed a monster by battle this turn. Destroy the selected monster. Cards and effects can't be activated in response to it. So you just flip it over on their Logio that has materials, and it's kind of -1 because you lost your monster, but if you're going to lose it anyway, I guess. There you go, just a good way to get rid of Logia and or Dolka. And they can't negate it with Logia. And then 2 Chain Disappearance. This card's still great, I don't get why people don't play this more. Or maybe they do, I don't know. But yeah, Chain Disappearance hits a lot of decks. It doesn't hit Chaos Dragons, the main deck it doesn't hit, and that's kind of a big deal, but it's still a good card on the side. And 2 Noblemen, no one expects this anymore. Like, it's good against the Rogue, basically, is what it's good against. Like Eva Tiles, anything that sets, Gravekeepers. Yeah, you just side that Nobleman in, and people aren't even expecting it anymore. So it's a good side. Again, or it kind of always was, but whatever. Then on to the extra deck. This is semi-important, actually, but not ultra-important. We play 1 Leviathan because we play Birdman, and we play Mind Control and Reborn and stuff. Just want that rank 3. And then the rank 4s, which are kind of important. We play 1 Maestroke, the best rank 4. It's amazing. 1 Butterfly, get over Reaper, and it's just really good as well. 1 Utopia. This is another... All of these rank 4s are just good. 1 Pearl, get over stuff. And that's the important ones, is the rank 4s. Where's the Maestroke? Yeah, that's what's important, is the rank 4s in the deck. I'd play Roach if I had it, obviously, but I don't. So, yeah. Roach is good against dragons, I guess. Never been able to test it because I don't have one. We play one Catastor, Staple, one Gaia Knight, 6-star beater, one Brio, 6-star. Because we do play tuners, so the extra deck's kind of relevant. And one Black Rose. You actually can make this with Birdman and anything, basically. So, I mean, I've seen Huynh Black Rose 2 or 3 times, and I mean, people aren't expecting a Black Rose Dragon anymore. Some kids read it, and it's like, seriously? It's a Black Rose. How do you not know what that does? Gen XL Triforce. This is one I'd understand if they don't know what it does. Basically, it's a Yugiohs dragon. When you summon it, they can't activate spell or traps during the damage step, or until after the damage step, so basically they can't activate spell and traps when you attack. So that's good. So if it doesn't get bottomless or warninged or whatever, it's basically home free for 25 every turn. This is a Karakuri Bure. It's the 7-star. It's just 26, but it can turn stuff to defense and attack over it. That's why we play it. It's just sort of a beater, just like Scrap Archfiend is a beater at 27. And then we play Stardust. Where the hell's the second Stardust? Because play 2 Starlight Road. Take something out for a Stardust. Take out Gaia Knight and put in a second Stardust, guys. Just SMH. There's only 1 Stardust in here and we play 2 Starlight Road. Anyway, and he's topped with this deck the past 2 weeks. It just shows kids, basically. Then we play 1 Scrap Dragon, obviously Staple 8. And then 1 Chimera Tech, because we were playing Cyber Dragon, don't know what the hell happened to it. And also, you can contact with your opponent's stuff. Just any machine in their Cyber Dragon gets you this. And it's basically a +1 because they lose their card. You still have a card on board. That's good. So yeah, that's the deck, guys. Make sure to put in that second Stardust. And should have an updated, very different Machina deck up fairly soon once Huynh gets it done building. Give us cannons, guys, and peace.